On the faraway continent of Norzelia, three mighty powers reigned. The Kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzant, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these three powers was all too common. Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many, brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the three powers at last negotiated a truce. The Norzelia Consortium is formed, a neutral organization that oversees fair trade of iron and salt. Finally, peace came to the realm. 30 years pass. Now, a new bond is set to be formed between the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and House Wolffort of Glenbrook, whose power in the kingdom is second only to that of the royal family itself.
Lord Serenoa? Good morning.
Congratulations, my lord. The future of Wolffort is looking brighter than ever.
Today's the day, is it not? We're all ready for the big moment.
Thank you, everyone.
Young Master, Lord Serenoa. So, you were here after all.
Ah, Benedict. It would seem word has reached the people already.
You can thank Eridor for that. He couldn't refrain from blabbing the news to anyone who would listen. I'll have a talk with him after.
This is a momentous day, not merely for our domain, but for all of Glenbrook. I do not think it possible to keep it a secret.
This is well and true, my lord, but you must consider your betrothed's lineage.
I'm well aware of the situation, Benedict. I cannot say for sure what repercussions this may have. What I do know is that the people rejoice for us and harbor hope for the future. As the future Lord of House Wolffort, I must rise to the occasion.
Fine resolve, my lord. As House Steward, I will do all in my power to assist.
Thank you, Benedict. It is heartening to have the support of my father's right-hand man.
Shall we head to the port then, my lord?
So soon? I had thought we would have more time.
The river's waters have risen with the heavy rainfall earlier this week. And given the wind, I think it likely that Esfrost's ship will arrive ahead of schedule.
You never cease to amaze. Very well then, let us be on our way.
I thank you for the escort. You are free to go.
Lady Frederica, there is no one here to receive you.
He will be along shortly, no doubt. If I have heard true, he is not the type to keep a lady waiting.
By your leave, then. We wish you everlasting happiness, my lady.
Thank you. I shall work hard, both for my new home and for my motherland. Please let brother, the Archduke, know that.
As you command, my lady. We leave the rest to you, Gila.
I shan't let you down. Phew, Glenbrook at last. Finally, we can take a moment of respite from our long journey. That said, it would seem we've arrived ahead of schedule.
I much prefer it to being late. This is a momentous day for Esfrost, and for the entire realm. We cannot afford to make a bad first impression.
I agree, which is why we cannot have you looking so tense. Why don't we go for a bit of a stroll?
A fine idea. After all, this may be the last time in a while that I am free to do as I please. Most are not inclined to grant liberty to one of Rosellan heritage, such as me.
You brought that pendant with you?
Of course. It is the only memento I have of my mother.
Thank you kindly, little lady. Letting a whole boatload of guards go back home was a stroke of genius. We heard tell you'd be here, and we wanted to be the ones to welcome you.
The winds of fortune are blowing today, aren't they, Pa?
Brigands!
Stand back, Frederica. I shan't let them have you.
What do you intend to do with us?
Make you our little hostages is all. And wring every last coin out of the duchy and house Wolfort.
What's with that pink hair, though? Ya Rosellan? And that lady looks like she's from Hyzant. Did we go after the wrong boat?
Impossible! The ship was full of Esfrosti soldiers.
Enough! I am without a doubt.
Have you bandits no shame? Attacking two innocent women?
And just who in the hell are you?
You needn't know who. Surrender now, and we can resolve this peacefully.
Do you even know who you're talking to, boy? We don't do anything peacefully.
Got that right. But if you surrender now, we'll spare your miserable lives.
It appears they're not keen to listen.
Indeed, they don't strike me as the type to be swayed by logic.
Quit your whimpering and just accept you're done for. Once Travis, his daughter Trish, and their mighty crew set their sights on you, ain't nothing you can do. Enough of this! You'll regret ruining our plans!
To arms, my lord.
Stand back, the both of you.
No, we fight together. I brought this upon us through my indiscretion. Pray allow me to help.
My lady.
I am a teacher of the arcane arts, and Frederica is a most apt pupil.
I can assure you we shan't be a burden.
Then I ask for your support from the back lines.
And you shall have it.
Why didn't you tell me you were having such fun? I would have joined you sooner.
What are you doing here?
Let us talk later. Now, I believe we have some lawless ruffians to rout.
I hope you adults are ready to learn a hard lesson. You'll need more than numbers to beat us.
Their confidence is admirable, at least. Orders, my lord?
Give them no quarter. We cannot allow brigands to have the run of Wolfort.
Just who are these people anyway?
Now, Benedict.
Think you got what it takes to best my family? Ha! Fools, the lot of you. My turn. Give 'em a fight, men. Distinguish yourself in battle and you receive your due reward.
We do not take kindly to thievery here in Wolfort. You will pay for your crimes. Defeat is not an option.
You think you're all high and mighty, huh? Well, we'll show you we're no slouches ourselves. Point me at 'em! We're just trying to make a living here.
Damn it!
Our land has no place for those who disregard the law. Let us pry out their weakness. It is time to strike.
Splendid.
I won't lose! Brace yourself! Shall we make it a contest, my friend? Let us see who brings down more of these ruffians.
I think not. Whatever would I tell your father if harm were to befall you?
These are no ordinary men.
Let us remain calm and clear-headed. That is our surest path to victory. Shall we begin?
We must defend ourselves from this danger that threatens us. I fight for peace. With the powers in me. Ouch!
Forward! This ends here! Coming through!
I see a path to victory.
Now! You've made a grave mistake!
For victory!
Take that! That worked,
I shall
huh?
do what I can.
Very well!
My stratagem is superior.
Allow me. Two ashes.
This one'll hurt.
Defeat is not an option. Perish. It's not over yet.
I shall do what I can.
I struck true. I see a path to victory.
Now!
Point me at him! Perfect opportunity!
Damn it!
Allow me.
My turn. This one'll hurt.
For the honor of House Wolfort. This won't be easy.
I see a path to victory. All for victory.
Delightful.
Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are healed.
Thank you.
Make way.
I will end this. To ashes.
From where shall we strike? Perish! My turn. Brace yourself!
My turn.
Perfect opportunity.
I see a path to victory. Let us reverse our fortunes.
Cool heads shall prevail. Allow me.
This will help.
Allow me.
Charge! Yeah! Did you see that? From where shall we strike? That hit the mark.
Coming through. Yeah!
Make way. Here.
I'm a fool.
That worked, huh?
I shall try my level best. Your defense is weak.
Too slow. To lead, I must grow.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
This will help.
Let me show you what I've learned. Flames, heed my call! For a better world.
I won't lose! My lance strikes true! Yes! Forward! Ha! What have we here? Did you see that?
My turn.
What a mess!
Damn it! Over here!
I see a path to victory. I have your back.
Ready for more!
For the future of House Wolford.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
Thank you.
I fight for peace.
Charge! Be gone! Yes! For my kingdom!
You'll rue this day, you bastards!
For the honor of House Wolford. Ha-ha!
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
You've left yourself open. That hit the mark.
I shall do what I can. One step closer to our hope.
Damn!
I fight for peace. To ashes.
I won't lose! Yeah! For the honor of House Wolford.
This ends here!
Ha-ha!
Damn it all! This can't be!
Wait, I know that face! That's the Wolford Lordling!
What's that you say?
Wolford? It can't be.
What are they doing here so damn soon?
This ain't what we planned for. Let's get out of here.
For a bunch of no-good thieves. At least they know when they're in over their heads.
I would have preferred to apprehend them and see them atone for their crimes, but so be it.
Your bride-to-be is safe. Isn't that what matters?
My bride-to-be?
My sincerest apologies. I had no idea we were being trailed by bandits. But where are my manners? I am Frederica of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I have come to fulfill our agreement. I am honored to join you in marriage and to call House Walfort my new home.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Lady Frederica. Pray forgive me for not introducing myself sooner.
To think you'd fight at each other's side in battle before exchanging your vows. Though, I dare say that it bodes well for Wolford that its new lord and lady make such a fine team.
Your Highness! Here you are. Why, the entire Kingsguard has been scouring the land for you.
Did you sneak out of the castle again, Roland?
When I heard my best friend's betrothed was arriving in Glenbrook, I simply couldn't miss the occasion.
While we appreciate the sentiment, perhaps you should have said something to the king.
I'm the least of my dear father's concerns. Though I suspect Huette will think otherwise. I suppose I'd best be on my way back. Rest easy, my fair Lady Frederica. You are in good hands here. I look forward to celebrating your union. Till we meet again.
His ring bore the insignia of Glenbrook's royal family. Could that have been...
Prince Roland, King Regna's younger son.
So a lord and a prince drove off a band of brigands by their own hand. What a fascinating nation we've come to, Frederica.
This is Sheila, my tutor and attendant.
Famed is the martial prowess of the Wolforts. It was an honor to be able to witness it firsthand.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Serenoa of House Wolfort. And this is Benedict, trusted steward of my family.
It is my honor to serve Lord Serenoa in any and all matters.
On behalf of House Wolfort, I welcome you to our domain.
You may think this is an odd question, my lord, but I ask it nonetheless. What does the color of my hair mean to you?
I find your courage more noteworthy than your appearance. You held your own out there on the battlefield.
You flatter me, my lord. I apologize if I was out of line.
Far from it. House Wolfort values the strength and courage of one and all.
I have lived a sheltered life in Esfrost, but I promise I will do all in my power to make myself useful.
That makes two of us. Fortunately, there is plenty of time for us to learn together.
Yes, together.
Lady Frederica, everyone awaits. Allow us to escort you back to Castle Wolford.
Thank you, Benedict. It would be my honor.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolford and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between their two nations. In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war. Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family. No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Clarice.
But of course, Your Highness. The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself. Over there is Minister Exham Marshal of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man, Sorsley End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife. Thank you, Clarice. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would...
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family. Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whitehome Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Prince Roland, finally you return.
At ease, Huet. I trust all was well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huette. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight an attorney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same, and from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
As you are well aware, there are two events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regna for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the three nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the two before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords!
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Lora. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse,
we could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Father!
Lord Simon!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. you have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. 'Twas my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
"30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, The news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Oh, your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Sarah Noah Wilford, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolfort in Sarah Noah's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolfort, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance.
Indeed, he has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me, then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolfort's Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants, they're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother!
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have... Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, sir.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica.
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity in kind.
No apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this
true? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former. But no more. I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deed. And so I did my due research at the archives. That my grand invention shall...
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations. Brought by trader, each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be...
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Oh, yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony. I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kind? Phoebe, how do you see our grand cooperative?
It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well.
Interesting. You are the first I've spoken to express such skepticism.
Like as not, it is a baseless worry.
It is a lord's place to worry. We may at last share a common goal, but our motivations differ. The future is murky. My new cousin has the intuition of a leader, I see. Or perhaps you're simply a In any event, it is always good to have Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are.
Trigan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit...
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and true-born sibling.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from... But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you, as do I. For 30 years, you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord...
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolford.
My son, listen well. A lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead.
Yes, Father. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolford, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to...
The scales of conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous...
House Wolford!
And so the stewardship of House Wolford passes from father to son. Lord, with the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfords set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolford sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
Sir Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good. Sarah Noah of House Wolford, the crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall not disappoint.
I dare you to say that again, Thalis.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me. You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, You forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister. Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolfort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolfort. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
Phallus and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
諸君、共同採掘で開かれたノゼリア新鉱山は試掘を終え、本格的に動き出した。
すでに予想以上に良質な鉄鉱石が大量に発掘されています。新鉱山はこれから長きにわたって各国に大きな利益をもたらすことでしょう。
ハイサンドの塩と資金、エスフロストの技術、そしてグリンブルクの資源と労働力、どれが欠けても共同採掘は実現できなかった。この場を借りて改めてお礼を申し上げる。特に優れた採掘技術をもって現場を指揮したドラガン殿と、調整役として奔走してくれたウォルホート家の功績は長く語り継がれることになるだろう。ドラガン殿とウォルホート家の新当主セレノア殿にねぎらいの拍手を。
若の晴れ姿、シモン様と亡き奥様にもお見せしたかった。
気を抜くな、エラドール。まだ式典が終わっただけだ。
さて、めでたい式典に花を添える余興に移ろうではないか。皆に紹介したい者がいる。マクスウェル、これ。
あれが創世と呼ばれるマクスウェル殿か。
ええ、グリンブルク最高の強者にして上昇無敗の槍の使い手と聞きます。
手の内を見ておきたい男だな。
平和の礎も結構だが、堅苦しい式典はここまでだ。皆この後の舞踏大会にばかり興味が向いていることには気づいているぞ。我が国の誇る勇士、前回優勝者マクスウェルを破る者が果たして現れるか。見応えのある戦いを期待しよう。
大会の準備が整うまでしばしお待ちください。いよいよだな、セレノア。そう、ウォルホート公、当主就任おめでとう。
ありがとうございます。でも問題はこれからです。
お前ならシモン殿の期待以上にうまくやれるさ。俺なんかと違って。
自信を持ってください、ロラン様。あなたはこの国の未来を担う王子なのですから。
俺はグリンブルク王国の役に立てるだろうな。
ええ、必ず。私もウォルホート家当主として全力で支えます。
分かった。お前が支えるに足る王家であるように俺も努力しよ
う。なるほど。お二人は本当に信頼し合っているのですね。
こちらは
紹介が遅れてすまん。俺と一緒に参加するお目付け役のヒューエットだ。
王国親衛隊のヒューエットです。
よろしくお願いいたします。ウォルフォー
あなたの噂はよくロラン王子から聞いている。王子の警護を頼みます。
はい、お任せください。
さあ、戦いの準備を整えよう。目標はもちろん。
ええ、優勝です。
さて舞台の準備も整ったようだ。早速本大会に出場する英傑たちを紹介したい。エスフロスト公国代表アブローラ軍、聖ハイサンド大峡谷代表エグスアム軍、グリンブルク王国代表ウォルホート軍、そして前回覇者マクスウェル軍である。
ウォルホート家はご子息の出場か。
煙鉄大戦の英雄シモン殿と手合わせができないのは残念だ。
父の武名を恥ずかしめぬよう全力を尽くします。
良い心がけだ。
対戦を楽しみにしよ
う。以上で役者は揃った。では早速始めよう。まずは対戦相手を発表する。厳正なる抽選の結果、初戦はエグスアム軍とウォルホート軍。両軍戦いの準備を。
う。手柔らかに頼みます。ローラン王子、そしてセレノア殿、全身全霊の剣を期待する。
ハイサンドの名将と謳われたお方、相手に不足はない。
俺たちの力を示す良い機会だ。セレノア、始めよう。
はい、みんな行くぞ。
参ります。
俺は負けん。参ろうか。
どこへ飛びましょうか。
負けられない。くらえ。
勝利への糸口は攻勢に転じます。
嬉しいです。
この盾が破れるかな。どう潰してやるか。
回復はお任せを。
これで傷を。
助かる。
争いを収めるために。焼き尽くします。
終わらせましょう。
俺は負けん。もらった。
私の敵ではない。我が剣のサビとな。
どこへ飛びましょうか。
それ。
このままでは。 受けてみよう。
かかってこい。 我が盾を見よ。
どう攻めるか。
勝利のために。
ありがたい。
回復はお任せを。
回復します。
助かった。
負けられない。
炎よ。
終わらせましょう。
いや、押し切れそうです。仕留めます。
出番だな。
もらった。
どこから攻めるか。手応えあり。
私も。制してみせましょう。終わりです。
やらせてもらう。手応えを感じる。
底力を見せてやる。 今だ。
実力差を教えよう。眠れ永遠に。
行くか。
最善の手を。ここでやはり
あとは任せろ。いける。
行きますか。
行きます。ご命令を。行きます。押し切れそうです。
やらせてもらう。
押し切れそうです。
ガラ空きだ。
勢いやよし。
気は抜かん。押し切らせてもらう。勝つぞ。この槍を受けよ。
お前いける。
あら、いいところに。
女神よ、私を追い詰める好敵手と出会え。
いや、私にはさっぱりわからんね。
ああ、理解せずともよい。だがこの真剣勝負に水を差してくれるな。
仕留めます。にはさせない。
狙い通り。やはりそうでしたか。ウォルホートの名にかけて。はあ。戦略がやはりそうでしたか。
素晴らしき戦いぶり。決して手を抜いたつもりはなかった。ソルスレードの後を託しましたよ。
なんだと。俺が相手だ。どこからでも来い。
どう攻めるか。勝利のために。
ありがたいです。
備えあれば憂いなし。
行くか。
冷静に行きましょう。
わせます。終わらせましょう。効果的ですね。いや、押し切れそうです。これは新たなる力。
勝つぞ。
この技ならば
俺は困難から逃げない。
行きます。せい。合わせます。効果的ですね。
ウォルホートの名にかけて。
もらった。効果的ですね。
腕が鳴るぜ。行くぞ。
あとは任せろ。
最善の手を。
行きますか。傷を癒して
しびれるね。
迷いなく進むために参ります。片付けます。効果的です。
腰の古傷がうずき出した。これ以上は戦えん。
俺は負けん。
仕留めます。この距離なら誇りを胸に。
なんという
立ち筋はお父上譲りか。荒削りではあるが鋭い。素晴らしい戦いだった。君の勝利だ。
者ウォルホート軍。引き続き1回戦第2試合としてアブローラ軍対マクスウェル軍の戦いを行う。
お前たち下がっていろ。
なるほど。では良い死に鍛えられたようですね。いや、あなたの精進の成果か。まるで付け入る隙がない。
そちらこそ。私の負けだな。
勝者マクスウェル。
手のしびれが。将軍アブローラ、戦場では会いたくないものだ。ウォルホート公、手加減はしませんよ。
望むところです。ここは
気がついたか。師匠の槍をまともに食らって軽傷で済むなんて頑丈なやつだよ。
我々は負けたのですね。
ああ、いつか師匠を超えよう。それまでまた精進だ。
ええ、いつか必ず。
セレノア率いるウォルホート軍と前回覇者マクスウェル軍が激闘を繰り広げた決勝戦はマクスウェル軍の勝利で幕を閉じた。敗れたものの新当主セレノアの戦いぶりは改めて人々にウォルホート家の武威を印象づける結果となる。そして三国が集った式典と舞踏大会は盛況のうちに終了し、交流を終えた各国の代表はそれぞれ帰国の途に就くのであった。
ご来賓のお見送りが本日最後の仕事です。すでにお分かりかとは思います
が。ああ、気は抜かない。三国は微妙な均衡の上に成り立っているのだから。
頼もしいよ、セレノー殿。僕はこのままノゼリア新鉱山の現場に詰める。 いつでも訪ねてきてくれ。
ごきげんよう、フレデリカ。二度と会わないことを願っているわ。
なかなか無駄な時間だったよ。手柄自慢の式典に戦争ごっこ。いかにも古臭い王国グリンブルクらしい余興だ。おっと、兄さんに告げ口でもされたらかなわねえ。
気にするな。僕たちは僕たちの仕事をしっかりやり遂げればいい。
あの二人の比例は詫びよう。得るものの多い一日だった。
私もです、アブローラ将軍。
結局負けた。全部エグセアムのせいだ。
面白い勝負だった。またいつか手合わせしたいものだな。
世話になった。シモン殿にもよしなに。
はい、必ず。
お揃いのようですな。皆様方の船にはグリンブルクの名産品を積めるだけ積ませていただきました。レグナ王からのささやかな友好と感謝の証でございます。
そいつはいい。少しは来た甲斐があった。その品々は我らが潮の女神に捧げます。教皇様もお喜びになられることだろ
う。ウォルホート公、たった今レグナ王より貴公に特命が下されました。グリンブルク王国の返礼施設として帰国船に同乗せよと。
返礼施設、つまり王の名代として相手国に出向き式典に参加いただいた礼を述べよということですね。
王命とあらば喜んで。しかしエスフロストとハイサンド、どちらに向かえばよいのですか？
王はウォルホート公の判断に任せると仰せでした。
もう片方の国にはウォルホート家と同じグリーンブルクの御三家ファルクス公が向かわれます。
なぜ私には声がかからないのだ。我がテリオール家も御三家なのに。
進化としての器と忠義の差だろう。日頃の行いを振り返ってみることだ。セレノア殿、シモン殿譲りの戦いぶりしかと見せてもらった。一方は私が引き受ける。どちらに行くかは貴公に任せよ
う。見聞を広め、御三家の筆頭にふさわしい立派な当主になってください。
ランドロイ殿、マクスウェル殿、ありがとうございます。
若様、王はあえてあなたに判断を任された。その意味はお分かりですね。
レグナ王は私の考え方を見るおつもりなのだろう。初めての外遊先にどちらの国をなぜ選ぶのか。
はい、今は両国ともに友好状態にあるゆえ、どちらに向かっても大きな問題はないでしょう。しかし今後、 三国の関係がどう変化するかは分かりません。その国を選んだことはウォルホート家の行く末に少なからず影響を及ぼす可能性があります。
確かに慎重に考えねばな。ベネディクト、新年の天秤を用意してくれ。どちらの国に向かうべきか意見を集め、新年の天秤で決める。
かしこまりました。 そのようなわけでセレノア様は返礼施設の退任を仰せつかった。
エスフロスト公国と聖ハイサンド大教国、どちらに向かうべきか意見を聞かせてもらいたい。そして新年の天秤の前で各々の判断を示してほしい。私はその結果に従って進むべき道を決めようと思う。
多数決を取るというのか。
はい、全員の意見に耳を傾け共に歩いていく。それがウォルホート家なのです。この天秤にかけて皆で選んだ道ならば、どんな道であろうと私は当主の責任を全うします。
本当に大したやつだよ、お前は。
セレノア様のお覚悟は分かりました。
よし、決めた。俺もこの外遊についていく。もちろんお忍びでな。だから先導は任せるぞ、ウォルホート公。
王子、そんな勝手な。
お前は残ってもいいぞ。
お供します。私はロラン王子の親衛隊ですから。
わかりました。共に行きましょう。
ちょうど新年のコインと同じ人数になりましたね。
セレノア様が初めて天秤に問おうとされた時に偶然7人が揃うなんて、
なんだか不思議ですね。
偶然ではないさ。おそらく我々は共に歩む運命なのだ。
ええ、きっとそうだ。
では若様、皆に1枚ずつ新年のコインを渡してください。
わかった。皆それぞれ思うところを話してもらいたい。しかる後、新年の天秤にコインを乗せ、ウォルホート家が進むべき進路を決めよう。
若確かに意志は固まりました。
なあ、
確かに。
セレノア様、セレノア、
セレノア殿。確かに。よし。
セレノア、セレノア、
セレノア様。
セレノア様。なるほど。
セレノア様。
では投票を始めよう。エスフロスト公国と聖ハイサンド大教国、どちらの国に向かうか。それぞれの信念を天秤に預けてくれ。
考え直したよ。
セレノア様のご意見に考え直しました。
お許しくだされ。
信念の天秤よ、我らの選んだ道を示せ。道は定められた。我らは聖ハイサンド大教国へ向かう。よし、ウォルホート家は聖ハイサンド大教国へ向かう。皆この道が我らにとって正しいものとなるよう力を尽くしてもらいたい。
パトリアト殿、我らは聖ハイサンド大教国に向かいます。
承知しました。では王の名代として教皇と七聖人の皆様に感謝と友好の意をお伝えください。
セレノア殿、貴公が我が国を選んでくれたことは光栄だ。だが一つ忠告せねばならない。
フレデリカ殿は連れてこない方がいい。彼女がハイサンドに入ればいろいろと面倒なことが起きるはずだ。
彼女はエスフロストの公女であり私の許嫁だ。何が問題なのですか？
もちろん問題などない。こうして他国にいる限りね。
だが我らの国ではその髪の色には特別な意味がある。
この髪の色は母から受け継いだローゼル族の証。 私の母はハイサンドから亡命したローゼル族なのです。
ハイサンドの潮の女神教がローゼル族を罪人として扱っていることは知っているな。
ですが、私はエスフロストで生まれ育ちました。私にどんな罪があるというのですか？
わかりました。シモン殿は三国共同採掘の立役者だ。可能な限り便宜を図りましょう。
すみません、ムキになってしまって。
それは構わない。でも本当に良いのですね。
はい、私は知りたいのです。母が、ローゼル族がどんな場所でどんな扱いを受けてきたのかを。
レグナ王より返礼施設の退任を仰せつかったセレノアは森を抜け山を越え荒涼と広がる大地を進んだ。やがて一行の前に人の手で作られた長大な石の壁が姿を現す。それこそがノゼリアで唯一潮を産する円弧を抱え込む城壁、女神の盾。そして円弧のほとりに広がる都が巨大な潮の女神像がそびえ立つ神の御所、聖ハイサンド大峡谷である。
驚きました。ハイサンドの外壁、女神の盾がここまで大きいとは。
煙鉄大戦時、グリンブルクとエスフロストの連合軍すら弾き返した最強の盾だ。歴史上この壁を破った者はいない。気候ならどう攻める？
攻略は不可能、そう思います。
さすがは返礼施設殿、礼儀正しい答えだ。
何の音でしょう？
これは
こ これが噂に聞く礼拝の時間ですか？
ええ、ハイサンドのすべての民は潮の女神像に毎日祈りを捧げるのです。女神の加護、ノゼリや唯一の縁故を我らに与えていただいた感謝の祈りを。
すべての民が祈りを。
円弧にそびえる女神像の噂は聞いていましたが、本当にハイサンドの民の心の拠り所なのですね。
しかし礼拝の隙をついて悪さを働こうとする者もいるのではないか。
潮の女神教の信徒にそのような不心得者はおらん。
ハイサンドはすべてのために衣食住を保障し、貧困と格差をなくすために尽力してきた。その結果、他者への妬みや私利私欲で富を得ようとする者は皆無となったのです。
確かに皆が平等であれば争いは生まれないだろうな。
しかし完全な平等など不可能です。
不可能ではない。潮の女神の教えに従えば等しく加護が降り注ぐのだ。
さて、教皇と謁見する前にフレデリカ殿のことで一つお伝えせねばならない。
本来ならこの国の頂点に立つ教皇がローゼル族に会うことはない。だが敬意を伝え伺いを立てたところ、施設の一員として特別に教皇宮へ入る許可が出た。
ただしフレデリカ殿は謁見中の発言を控えていただきたい。
口を聞くなと。なぜです？
本来謁見の間に通すことすら無理なのだ。教義として理解していただきたい。
グリンブルクの施設の一人をいないものとして扱うということか。
ロラン様、お忍びとはいえあなたが他国の教義に異を唱えては大事になってしまいます。私なら大丈夫です。
すまない。
いいえ、気にせずお役目を果たしましょう。
ご理解いただけて助かる。では教皇宮へご案内しよう。
あちらにいらっしゃるのが我らが教皇です。
教皇は女神の信託を告げられる尊きお方。そのお姿を見ることは誰にも許されていない。お言葉も司祭の井堂殿を通して伝えられます。
申し上げます。グリンブルク王国から返礼施設としてセレノア・ウォルフォート公が参られました。
教皇のお言葉を伝える。セレノア・ウォルフォート、こたびの返礼大儀であった。汝が我が国を優先して訪れたこと、誠に嬉しく思う。
もったいなきお言葉をいただき光栄です。
セレノア殿、ウォルフォート家とハイサンドには煙鉄大戦以来浅からぬ縁がある。我ら七聖人もお父上と変わらぬ友好を願っています。
はい、もちろん偉大な父に追いつけるよう一層努力してまいります。
教皇からお尋ねがありました。共同採掘の調整役も汝が引き継ぐのであろうと。ならばこの共同採掘をどう考えているか、汝の真意を聞かせてもらいたいと仰せです。
対立してきた三国に平和をもたらす意義のある取り組みだと考えます。
セレノア殿らしい模範的な回答だな。
理想ではある。採掘に関わる全ての国がそう望んでくれればいいのだ
な。恐れながら教皇が目指される理想とは何でしょう。
ノゼリア全土に女神の加護をもたらすこと。教皇は全ての民が平等に生きられるよう望んでおられます。女神は常に信じる者を見守ってくださる。貴公らにも女神のご加護があらんことを。
井堂殿、お忍びで訪問したがどうしても聞きたいことがある。ハイサンドは全ての民が平等に暮らしていると聞いた。潮の女神の教えに従えば加護が降り注ぐそうだが、それだけが理由ではあるまい。
ははは、ご熱心ですね、ロラン王子。レグナ王も良いご子息を持たれた。平等と幸福の確信はもちろん女神の教えです。その上で我らは民に幸せをもたらす策を数多く講じています。
例えば女神に与えられた生命そのものの研究、ライラ殿が司る異邦院がそうだ。その研究成果によって多くの者が病や怪我を克服し長寿を得ている。
病を克服し長寿を。詳しく話を聞かせてもらえないでしょうか。
ご興味がおありのようですな。ではライラ殿、皆様をご案内なさい。生命と魔法の楽譜異邦院へ。
フラニ兄様、 ロラン兄様の姿が見えないのですが。
あいつはグリンブルクにはいない。視察と称して返礼施設についていったそうだ。
え、そうだったのですね。
断りもなく勝手なこと。あいつは自分が王子だと分かっているのか？
お兄様はロラン兄様のことがお嫌いなのですね。
私は嫌えるほどあいつのことなど考えていないんだ。
兄弟なのにそんな。
兄弟である前に我らは王族なのだ。コーデリア、あいつに感化されるな。私たちは王族として正しく生きるのだ。
終わらせましょう。
出番だな。さあ行こう。
勝利への糸口は息をつかねば。
いけそうだ。
私のできることを。
争いを収めるために。
仕事の時間です。苦しみは満たすか。
行くぞ。
それ！さあ行こう。やっ
回復はお任せを。ご退場願います。
スケアリ
ちょっと
どう攻めるか。攻勢に転じます。
ちょっと仕事の時間です。行きます。押し切れそうです。
悪く思うなよ。
片付けます。効果的です。
あとは任せろ。行くぞ。逃さん。いける。ウォルホートの名にかけて。勝利への糸口は
支えなくては。
助かる。
厳しいですね。回復します。終わらせましょう。仕留めます。手応えを感じます。苦しみは
出番だな。この技ならば。
父上ならどうする。とどめ。皆を導くために。
情けは禁物です。終わりです。